What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the No Clearance Podcast, where we use hip hop and R&B as a catalyst to discuss life. And if you're wondering what qualifies us to do this, absolutely nothing. That's why we talk with no clearance. Jay,
Oh
how
me,
you
oh
been?
me, oh me, oh my. Oh me, oh me, oh me, oh my.
Oh man, I'm
So,
your co-host Tyler, and that voice you just heard was Jay. We are here with a special guest and
we sure are.
a no clearance alumni
You
here.
could say she's one of the first ladies of the No Clearance podcast.
Wow, a first lady. She is here for a record third time on the show.
Oh dang,
And
that's a
but
lot.
this is the first time she's on the show with the both of us by herself.
Oh, I was gonna say she was on the show with both of us last time she was on.
No. All right, well, first of all, we have Dreu Lindsay here on the show,
Your
aka
wife.
my wife.
Yay.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna remove gender norms today, so that's my spouse. Since we talking Janelle. All right, you don't get it.
Oh. Uh okay. The- I mean, I'm pretty sure your wife identifies as a woman, so
Very
I don't
much
think
so.
gender. Yeah, don't know why.
Oh man. Okay. All right, man. Before we get into this episode, we just want to let you know that this podcast is brought to you by Novo Bank. All right. Now, I know a lot of you out there have been trying to start your own businesses. You probably got an LLC. Well, once you get an LLC, you need a business account. All
Sure
right.
do.
Separate your personal money from your business money and use
Yep.
Novo Bank to do it. All right. Novo Bank, you got unlimited free transactions. You can send money with the push of a button, no minimum balance. You can bank on your own terms. It'll help you do the invoices and all that good stuff.
Get your
All right.
finances right.
Get your finances right. Do not put your business money with your personal money. Go ahead and get yourself a business account, and you can do it with our help. All right. Now, if you go to No Clearance Pod under the sponsors tab, just click on that Novo button and it'll send you right there. You do that, you help support the podcast. Also, the link for Novo Bank will be in our description on
It's
all
sure.
podcast platforms and on the YouTube.
Yes,
The link is
everywhere.
long. The link long. I don't feel like if I try to
Just
say it
copy
today,
and paste it, bro. Just copy and paste it. Put it in there.
just
They'll
put it on
find
the
it.
screen for the YouTube. Just put it on the screen.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm gonna put the pressure on you today, this time for the for, for some editing. You know what I'm
Yeah, it's
saying?
not that hard. It takes 2 seconds. Not that
All right,
hard.
man. Let's get into it. Drew, how you doing?
I am well. Thanks for asking. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. It's been
I wanted to
a
ask her
good
how
day.
she was doing.
Well, you
I
know
was
what? Go ahead and lead this. Go ahead and lead this podcast.
well, well. I just wanted. We kind of took my question. I just wanted to be like, Mrs. Lindsay, how you doing? That's all I wanted to do. But you took it. She already said she's good. You ruined my shine. You took my shine from me.
How are you doing,
It's
Jalen?
okay. I'm exhausted, but that's a story for another day.
Oh,
To be honest, that's a story for another day. But other than that, I don't know. Tyler, what you got to say? I am exhausted. I just said that, I think.
um, okay. Before we get started, bro, some interesting news came across Twitter. Just wanted to
What?
get your opinion on it. Tim Tebow will be signing to the Jacksonville Jaguars after not playing football for
He
6
got
years.
signed?
He will be a tight end.
What in the world? A tight end? Ain't he only like 6'1"?
Here's the
Ain't he
thing.
like 5'9"?
No, he's not 5'9". Here's the
He's
thing.
the same height as me.
Urban Meyer is the coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars. That is
Oh, that
also
makes sense.
I was the head coach when Tim Tebow won the Heisman Trophy at University of Florida. However, when you are 6 years out of the NFL and you could just join a team
That's white privilege.
at its finest,
What did
at
they
its
do?
finest.
He could just he's like a make a wish kid. whatever wish he got, they gonna make it come true. Oh, I want to play in the MLB. Go on, Tim Tebow, you could do it. I want to be a sportscaster. Go on, Tim Tebow, you could do it. Anything you want. I want to come back and play tight end, a position I never played. Go on, Tim Tebow, you can do it. You can do anything your dreams desire. That's some
Yeah, that was
bullshit.
absolutely crazy.
He can play tight. I can play tight end if that's the case. He's my height.
Don't say that.
Tim
Don't say
Tebow
that.
is 5'9". How tall is Tim Tebow?
He's not 5'9". He's taller than 5'9".
Well, you don't look it. How do you feel about this, Drew? I know you don't care. I don't even know why you brought
I
this
wish
up
I
now.
could tell you I knew exactly who Tim Tebow is. I've heard the name, don't know what he looks like though.
Here's the only problem.
He's a very
Kaepernick.
Christian white man. He
Wasn't
started the
that?
knee.
Isn't there? I was about to say like
Yeah, the
it was a
Tebow when you
trend.
take a knee. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, see, I know a little something.
Like
When the white man
his
takes a knee, it's not that big of a deal. But when the black man does it, it's the end of the world.
when he got there was one episode of him being mic'd up. It was like the most Christian, yeah, like funniest thing ever. It was like every time he scored, thank you, Lord. God, you're so good. and then like, but it was so prophetic because one of his teammates dropped the ball and he goes over, like sounded real corny. But it's like 100% Tim Tebow. He's like, bro, I promise you, you're gonna catch a ball at the end of this game and we're gonna win. And I'll be damned. Overtime, the first play, throw the ball to this man and he scores a touchdown. And you
Good for
just sitting
him.
there like, oh, this is Tim Tebow at his finest. That was
So
the
he
last.
was
Oh
a
man.
quarterback, and now he's going to be a
He
tight
was a
end.
quarterback, and he just
Yeah.
want to after 6 years sign
He
and play
wasn't
tight end.
he wasn't even that good of a quarterback. The man just knew how to win. And they disrespected him and then cut him from every team ever. He
Yeah,
played for the Patriots.
he played for the Eagles.
Man, yeah.
He
He
was
played for
all over
almost every
everybody.
team. But good
Oh
for
man!
him, I guess.
All right.
You know what? Oh,
What was you gonna say, bro?
I got something that's
What you got?
a hot topic. We going hot tops.
What you got?
High tops. I like it.
Jake Paul snatched Floyd Mayweather's hat.
Absolutely.
So let's make it
Absolutely.
happen.
Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Get the paperwork for this bum.
Get Al Heyman.
Absolutely. I don't need Al Heyman.
Let me call Al Heyman.
I'm my
Let's
own
make it
boss.
happen.
I'm my own
2 in
boss.
1 night. Got your hat.
Oh,
Got your hat. Got your hat.
And
He
the
did.
most it wasn't even disrespectful in my opinion. You see that? Got your hat.
Hey, bro. Here's the thing, bro. If you go to
He's-
Charlamagne's Instagram, there's a picture of Floyd Mayweather, like after he got the hat stolen, trying to grab him in black and white. And Charlamagne said something like, "This is what I'm gonna show my kids when they talk about the civil rights movement."
You see his hair?
Oh man,
He looked like he was in civil unrest.
that whole thing had to be planned because
Oh,
he
they
went
just
straight on
trying
the
to
bar stool after that.
they just trying to drum up some drama because his brother's too nice of a guy to be fighting Floyd Mayweather, so no one really cares. The
I
other
gotta
one's
s-
like super nice.
I got seen
Like
this
he's
photo, the one Charlamagne posted. Charlamagne
I
said,
know where to found it. I'm gonna put it up on the YouTube since you want to challenge my editing skills.
he said, "I'm gonna tell my kids this was Selma in 1965, a turning point in the civil rights movement. They ducked, we bucked."
I'm gonna put that post up. I'm gonna screenshot it.
That's too funny. That's too
But
funny.
yeah,
Man.
it was hilarious. I think he did it in the most respectful way by making it funny. Like if you watch it on mute, it looks super disrespectful.
Yeah,
But then if you put the volume on, it's obviously a joke. Got your hat.
I can't
was
believe
so
Floyd
funny.
I can't believe Floyd is even taking this fight. But I hope Floyd just knocks.
Well,
his
I
opponent.
honestly, to honest God, believe that he thought he was fighting Jake after the Nate Robinson thing to try and try to get some revenge for Nate Robinson for a black man, and he
Floyd,
got confused because they look so much
they
alike.
do look alike. But Floyd talked about it in the $1 million worth of game podcast. He said he don't do actual fights no more because they don't pay him more than these exhibitions. He gets
Yeah,
paid more for exhibitions than if
he's
he actually went back
it's
into
a
the
s-
ring.
it's a celebrity boxing match, which Jake Paul is trying to make big. That's literally what he's doing, is trying to be like big in celebrity boxing,
Here's
celebrity
the thing, bro.
fights.
Black people, we should have been monetized off of this. Niggas fight on the streets all the time, and
Yeah,
nobody gets no money.
but then it's just like random niggas. No one cares about random niggas fighting in the street.
No, but I'm saying like we should have figured it out.
I
Celebrities should
mean,
have been doing
I
this, bro.
guess so.
As
I
much
guess
time there's
so.
rap beef.
They've been doing celebrity fights for forever. Remember that show, Celebrity Deathmatch? That show was
Yeah, but that
fun.
was a cartoon. I'm saying all this rap beef, and nobody just said, "Let's put the gloves on. Let's get this
I've
money."
heard it. You've heard it a bunch of times. No one wants to do it.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Let's
Do,
get let's
do you
let's get into some black excellence.
do you have a black woman crush this week?
Yeah, I got a lot to say for the black women crush. All right, so I'm gonna try to
Oh
speed it
snap!
up. All right, real quick.
Who is it?
Matter of fact, there's a man is included in this, but shout out to all the people that just graduated the last couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our cousin Selena. Shout out to the homie Devin. She officially got the PhD. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
thought she
Everybody
got
go
that a
check out
couple
that
weeks ago.
episode. Chasing Summers with my shirt off. And shout out to my boy Tyler Holmes, man. He finished grad school for media, doing
Yeah,
films and all
yeah.
that stuff out in USC. So that's
Is that the singer?
no, that's his brother. His brother's the singer,
Oh.
Austin. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
Austin. We getting you on the show soon, I promise. You know what I'm saying? We gotta figure that out. All right. So another shout out. Shout out to Tamika Mallory. She's not my black women crush, even though she should be. But
Her
shout out
book
to,
finally came
yeah,
out.
State of Emergency. Shout out to her. Keep doing the work you're doing. All right, but I'm gonna shout out to one of the homies. Shout out to Priscilla Wills. I just want to give a shout out to her because she got a black owned business. She makes
Is that your
amazing
black woman
candles.
crush?
Yes, she makes
Okay.
amazing candles. So everybody go to waxbywills.com. Go buy you some
Okay.
candles, support a black business.
Yeah.
They look amazing as well.
Smell amazing.
Do they do it's online, they ship them?
Yes, they are huge.
Okay.
These candles will last forever.
Send me the link personally. I might buy some just because Jada loves candles
That's
and
a
I love
bet.
to please my
We'll
woman.
put the link in the
And they
description as
contain
well.
Awesome.
usually rose petals or like flower petals in the wax. So
Ooh.
it's really pretty.
Ooh, fancy. I want some now. I like candles. We like candles all the time. And
We gotta do it more.
I'm sick of buying the white man's candles. I feel like they try to
Facts.
poison us.
we gotta buy more candles because the house slowly smelling more like a dog every day.
It's because you got a dog. Yeah, that's why we like candles, because the house starts to smell like cat litter.
Yeah, I think that's how they make their business through all the pet lovers. Like,
Yeah.
you need something to keep your house smelling, you know.
You know what
All
you should
right.
also get? You get the Febreze pet version to spray on your couch. It helps get rid of the smell of the animal,
Good to know.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. But that was
All
your
right.
black woman crush?
Shout out to Priscilla, man. We'll figure out. We gotta find some pictures. I'll see your Instagram.
He has yet
Thank
to
you.
answer your question.
Yes, that's my
Priscilla
black women
Wills
crush.
Oh,
is
okay.
his
Yeah,
black
you didn't
woman
introduce
crush.
it. Yeah, you didn't introduce it properly.
Did
It's
I
okay.
say shout out? I meant to say my
Yeah, you
black
said
women
shout
crush.
out.
My black women crush goes to the homie Priscilla
You
Wills.
shouted out everyone and their mama before you got to the black
Shout
woman
out
crush.
everybody.
It did shouted her out
And then I was like,
3
shout out.
times.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Waxbywills.com, man. Y'all go get some candles.
Okay.
All right, Jay, who is your thank you black man?
I got 3. Well,
Y'all
they
were on
all did the same
page.
thing. Well, they all did the same thing. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much about this sport, but it's hockey. They play hockey, and they're 3 black men. And I guess last night For the first time ever in hockey history, I believe. I'm just gonna say hockey history. That they had an all black starting forward line, whatever that
Wow.
means.
Is that like
They
the
had
front
three.
court or the back court in the NBA?
I believe that the forward position is somewhere in the middle.
It's a
But
forward position.
the so I'm gonna shout out Matthew Joseph, Jamel Smith, and Daniel Walcott. They hit the ice, as they say in hockey verbiage, I guess. Uh, uh off the cuff in the start of the game. They they were the starting line of forwards. Sounds dope.
Hey, I wonder how
But
much playing time they got.
the, the the nigga started, so that's good enough for me. I see that today. You know, it's funny. My boy sent me the post, and it just said, for the first time in history, 3 black men. There was a all black starting line, and these niggas is mad skinny. And I was like, starting line and what? They weren't no linemen. And I texted him, I was like, who are these people? And he goes, starting line. It says it in the caption. I said, what the fuck does that mean? He goes, oh, they play for the Tampa Lightning. What the fuck is the Tampa Lightning? He
Oh, they
goes, oh,
nasty too.
it's the NHL team. I was like, oh, why don't you just say hockey? He goes, I thought you do. I don't watch hockey. I'm black.
Hold
But
on.
good.
So the thing says starting line.
Yeah, it didn't say what sport specifically.
Mhm.
This
But
is go ahead.
there are only 3 of the starting lineup.
So I guess I did a little bit of research. So the starting line, every position, there's like I think they have 9 on the ice at one time, and they go by there's like a line, the forward line. They were part of that starting 9. So there
Gotcha.
were 3 forwards and a line of forwards starting 3 forwards or something like that. I don't know. Anyone who listens to this and knows about hockey, comment on the YouTube, send us a message because I have no clue what I'm talking about.
That's
But
dope though.
That is fine. And
yeah,
first
it's
of
dope.
all, the NHL, the
It's
fact that they
historically
know
racist.
black people know about this is bad marketing.
Yeah, horrible marketing. Why
Should
isn't
let some
NH
people know, hey, 3 black people about to be
the
on the ice at the same time.
yeah? I don't.
They could have added on
Oh,
BET.
yeah. They could
Come on,
shoot,
bro.
and they in Florida. But fun fact, I don't know if this is 100% true, and I don't know this man's name, but apparently my cousin on my father's side played in the NHL.
What?
Don't know his name, but I saw a picture of him when I was 15, and my dad was proud. I was like, cool.
Hey man, I'm apparently related to Joe Frazier, so we all got some.
I'm related
Don't
to Dominique
don't
Wilkins.
even stop.
Whoa! You talk about Dominique Wilkins, the real Dominique Wilkins? Like your
Of course.
brother is Dominique Wilkins, but
Yeah, you're right. I'm related to 2 Dominique Wilkins.
oh snap. Dominique Wilkins was my mother's favorite player. Did I say Milkins? Oh Jesus. You knew what I meant, Wilkins, sorry.
I don't know that
That was,
one, but
that was my mom's favorite player back in the day when she was balling.
it's my
She wore the
dad's
same
too.
she wore the
Obviously.
same number. I mean, yeah, he named his son after him. I want a strong son's name like Jalen Jr.
It's very strong.
My son ain't gonna be Luke.
I
Luke
don't think
Lindsay.
Drew agrees with that. Oh, she's
No.
shaking her head.
I thought he was gonna say Tyler, so that's why I was looking
Nah,
like that.
I thought about if I had the choice of naming my daughter, which I don't, I'd have named her Tyler Jr. But
I think me
she don't
and
wanna let
Jada
that
said
happen.
we would name our daughter Skylar.
Ah, I like that. That's close enough to me.
Skylar Elizabeth.
I was really about to ruin that, but I'm gonna just keep that to myself. I was gonna say Skylar is the name of an IUD, but that's me working in GYN.
Whoa, I didn't know that. I'm gonna ask Jada if she
Sorry.
has a
That
Skylar
was
IUD. She got an IUD. I want to ask her.
Shout out to the IUDs, man. Just blessing niggas out here in these streets.
Yeah, be
mine's is
careful.
Kalina.
That's what Jada got. Actually, I was there. I was in the appointment, sitting in the
You
room.
was there
Yeah,
while
I
it was
sat in the
happening.
room.
You asked me to come, didn't you?
No,
She did.
I probably
Oh,
didn't.
No, she did.
I think
oh
you
well.
kept trying to come, and I told you no.
Oh,
I
man.
did.
You didn't want to see it. It looked painful. I was terrified for her. They took out this long ass stick with a gun with a trigger on it, and then they had another stick, and it was all up in there, sticking sticks up there. And I was like, oh my god, what are they doing? And she looked all uncomfortable. I was like, oh my god,
Very uncomfortable.
it went all up there, and it was like click click, pull something.
My
I was
left
like, what?
leg went numb afterwards, and I luckily it was my left leg because it didn't go numb. I'm being dramatic. It hurt really bad,
Oh
but
my god.
thankfully it was my left leg because I had to drive home. So it's a good thing my right leg is fine. But yeah, I was out for the rest of the day. So shout out to
Hey.
the women that's doing what they need to do to stay protected out here. It ain't easy.
That's
Oh
a fact.
man.
I remember.
Tyler, if you
she
saw
used to.
that stick, Tyler, if you saw that stick, you'd be terrified. It looked like a switch, but plastic.
Oh, the thing that the IUD actually came in.
Yeah, it looked like a switch. Like you pull it out, it was like mad long and thin. It was like, and you put it in there. It had a trigger on it, and she was
That's
like,
very
click
true.
click. She like a
It's
sniper.
very interesting the way you perceived it, but
Yeah, it was.
Uh,
It was a nightmare.
Drew used to give me a heads up that like after the IUD, she be going had like mood changes stuff adjusting to the IUD. So for a good, she used to get annoyed at me, but for a good like 2 months, anytime she did something that like upset me, I'd be like, you know what? That's IUD. I would just say it right there. Like, you know what? That's IUD. I ain't even gonna trip.
unfortunately, I don't have anything to blame the the things he do on. So.
I'm just a nigga.
I
I'm
guess
just blessed.
I
so.
just be like, breathe through it, girl. Breathe through it. It's all right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, man.
Uh, but
uh
to switch it up real quick, we are talking about "Dirty Computer" by Janelle Monae. That guy did that.
uh yeah. I was thinking of a transition in my mind too. But I like it. I like it. We talking about Dirty Computer by Janelle Monae. Um, which is why we have Drew here on the episode for a third time. Because Janelle Monae, actually, this album specifically, I know you talked about a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell me just in general why were you a fan of this project?
Um, let's see. First I liked her style. I think that's what drew me to Janelle Monae. Like her hair, the way she dressed, it was
She
different.
is fly.
Yeah, definitely. And then the album is just a vibe. I'm all about vibes. So,
Oh me,
um,
oh me, oh me, oh my.
yes. And yeah, I like the song, and I think around the time when I listened to this was around the Women's March that I went to in DC. So it was very empowering during that time because you talked a lot about women and the inequality and things like that. So it was just I was drawn to it during that time.
Did you go to the Women's March?
I sure did
Can
in
you
Oh
DC.
snap.
tell me about that? Tell us about that experience.
So it was very empowering. Well, one, me and my girls, including Brittany from the Throne,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
some of our other friends, we actually prepared to go by like buying clothing like jean jackets or jeans or shirts um, to decorate for the march instead of doing posters. So that was nice for us to like, come together and just work on like, some artsy things. But going was cool. It was a lot of women, a lot of people, and the
Did you
posters.
see Zendaya?
I didn't. Did I see? I don't think I saw anyone. I know a lot of people were there, and everyone was so spread out. And the other thing is the reception like went down. Like you couldn't contact anyone. So
That's so dangerous.
yeah, like people were posting, but you couldn't. You weren't getting it in time. Like they were saying where different people were, but we just didn't have any reception. So it was a lot of marching, obviously. The posters were creative. Of course, that was around the time of
That was when Trump was elected. Like,
yeah,
after he was
Yeah,
elected.
it
and
was like right
then
after he got elected.
yeah, because then we went by one of the Trump hotels and that was a thing. And there was actually a Trump march, like a pro-Trump march. It was a lot going
Same
on.
day.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
So
Dang,
it
they
was
really try to do that to a bunch of
Ain't
women.
nobody try.
Oh.
They
yeah,
did
and
that.
they even had like bleachers. Like I remember them
Really?
having bleachers in the middle of the street and like these signs. It was a lot going on.
Dang.
But
So-
overall, it was cool.
I'm interested in the jean jacket decoration because I felt like when I saw pictures back then from it that I felt like it was like like everyone's like was it a planned thing, like everyone knew like we gonna do jean jackets that have designs on it, because I feel like I seen that a lot, like it wasn't just y'all, but I feel like I seen a lot of women do
A
that
lot.
at the Women's March.
I don't even know or remember. I know I did a jean jacket. Britt did jean like actual jean pants. And some of our, I guess we knew it was a plan because I remember I had to go thrifting for a jean jacket at that time to be able to do it. But yeah, we all did wear jeans. So I don't know. I'm never the one in the social media. I'm the one who everyone tells what's going on.
Okay.
And I just, so it could have been a movement.
Do you remember what exactly the march was about?
So I think it was this could have been just my perception, but I think it was in response, like it really came about after like Trump was making those statements about grabbing pussy and stuff like that. And yeah, I think it's all about, it was like, it came from Trump running for president and him being so open about,
Just his disrespect towards women.
disrespect towards women. So I think from my perception, that's when I feel like that's where it came from.
What was like the vibe, that like the atmosphere there? Like what did that make you feel? Or how did it make you feel?
I feel like for one of the very few times in my life, you just felt connected as women. Like a lot of the time we can be seen as going against each other, hating on each other, or, not even being able to relate or get along with other races. But this was one time when it felt like everyone was there together. Like it was a whole bunch of white women. But
of course.
yeah. So I feel like it was very empowering. It's just like everyone was on the same page. So that was nice because it's not always like that, unfortunately.
Interesting. It's not like that, like with women or just in general.
What you mean?
Like, like you were saying, like it was good to be on the same page with other women. Like, is that not a common thing?
I don't feel like it is, just because I guess indirectly we always feel like there's a competition or something going on. So it's more like, it's almost like it feels more like we try to like demean each other a lot, or even if there's not any tension, we feel like there's tension, so we make tension. So things like that, or you beefing with someone because they talking to your man, some one of your friends, man. It's just always something. So luckily, I don't get that a lot because that's not the crowd I'm in. But like, say for instance, in college, it's just a lot of like, everyone had crews, and if you're not in this crew, then
Yeah.
you're not relevant,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh dang.
Okay. Dirty Computer. Uh, interesting title for
Yeah.
an album, but Janae. Oh, I said
I
Janae.
had I when I first heard the title thought of it in a completely different way. I was like, dirty computer, that's nasty. Why is a computer so dirty? You stop watching certain things and computer won't be dirty. But that's not what it meant. I'm
What,
just stupid.
what did it mean, Jay?
Oh, well, according to Janelle Monae.
I'm
Not
sorry,
Janae,
Janelle.
it's okay. But dirty computer is what she said word for word is someone who dares to be different, I'm assuming, and doesn't want to conform to society. That's what she says in the beginning, that like everyone's a computer, and the dirty computer is someone who doesn't conform.
Shakes
They're
it up a
different.
little bit.
Yeah, they like to mix it up. In Janelle Monae's case, Tessa Thompson is how she mixes it up.
Hey, bruh. Hey, bruh.
It's beautiful.
When I saw
She's in every music video.
when I saw the pink video,
Yeah.
your boy was hurt. Your boy was
Why
hurt.
was you hurt?
Man, at that time, Tessa Thompson was a crush of mine. This was
Oh,
after Creed, you know what I'm
Oh.
saying? Because at that time, when Creed came out,
With the box braid and she was deaf.
it's not that.
Oh.
When we originally went to go see Creed, my wife is a big Michael B. Jordan was a big crush of my wife, but I was pleasantly surprised to go see the movie. See Tessa Thompson. Now I'm like, well, if she crushing on Michael B, I'm crushing on Tessa.
Well,
That's some petty shit.
where that,
You see where it got me? Heartbroken.
Yeah. Let me tell you, she's in every music video. It is
Well, you know that's because the
movie.
Hell made an emotion picture.
Yeah, I watched it. It
You
was
watched-
dope.
Oh,
Yeah, I watched it last
good.
night. It was I liked it. I like that dystopian future type sci-fi stuff. So like I was like, this is cool. I don't know. I feel like she really exemplifies how Black people aren't a monolith. Look at my words.
Hey.
This is over 24 hours awake, Jalen. Look at that. But yeah, she really proves how Black people aren't a monolith, because she's like, I feel like she's like into all that sci-fi stuff, and like I feel like a lot of Black people aren't into like sci-fi or like just nerdy
Especially
stuff.
Black women. I mean, from my
Yeah,
opinion.
Black women, yeah, specifically because
Facts.
I don't know any Black women who like Star Wars
I can't get you to watch Star Wars.
except for Rocky.
Shout
That's
out
the
to
only
Rock.
girl, only woman I know who Black woman I know who watches Star Wars.
Janelle Monae's music, like she's had a long, like her past two albums was were conceptual albums, and like her first album was Android, which I was still listening to like right before this, so I'm still trying to figure out that. But then she also had Electric Lady, so she's always lived in this like world of like robots and androids. Like her character in those two albums was called Cindy Mayweather. And so Dirty Computer for her was a more like personal project. Like even in the movie, she wasn't Cindy Mayweather no more. She was like Jane 14527 or something like that.
Yeah.
And so she was really, I think this album for her was real personal. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, she showed the world the love of her life, I'm assuming. Tessa Thompson.
well, actually, in the video,
She got a boyfriend and a
she got a
girlfriend.
boyfriend.
It's crazy.
She got
Yeah.
both.
Like, whoa.
And
Look at her.
it's like I've seen the motion picture before, but this time I was like, hold on, I just totally missed this. Like
I didn't realize to the end. I was like,
We
oh
all
shit.
missed the guy.
I was like, oh, that dude was her boyfriend. Because I remember she was dancing on him in that one video. And then I was like, that's random. And then she's dancing on Tessa Thompson. And then that last little clip, she making out with Tessa Thompson. She made out with old boy. I was like, oh, had to look his name up. I wanted to give him his props.
What's his name, bro?
His name is Jason Aaron, and he is one lucky brother.
Shout out to Jason Aaron.
I wrote in my notes, I said, old boy in the emotion picture is a lucky brother. His name is Jason Aaron.
Right. And in a relationship with both Tessa Thompson and Janelle Monae.
Oh,
Janelle straight pimping.
Another thing I got in my notes. Apparently, October 16th is Janelle Monae Day. Janelle Monae Day in Boston.
In Boston?
Y'all have a lot of
right?
days going on in Boston.
She from Kansas City.
Apparently on October 16th, 2013, they made
something else.
That is officially October 16th is Janelle Monae Day. They gave her own day.
Oh, that's
I can't
what's up.
say Jamel. I was like, oh wow, what a random fact.
That's what's up. She's also a Sagittarius, December 1st. Shout out to her.
I don't think that's a good sign.
Out there. That's an amazing sign.
Is that your sign?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, I'm wearing black and white for
in
Janelle
honor of
Monae.
her.
Yes.
Because isn't that like what she wore from the beginning? Like she always wears something black and white.
Yes.
She wanted to represent. She wanted to show tribute to her parents who are in the working class.
Yeah, that's why she wears it.
I think where her mother was a janitor.
It's very interesting that when people thought that she wore that because of her sexuality, like wearing the suits and everything.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy that because you decide to be different, not show as much skin, that people like, okay, she's gay. I mean, I don't know what she considers herself, but you know,
I looked that up too. She is bisexual and pansexual.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Can you explain pansexual?
Yeah.
It means you have no preference.
No preference.
Yeah, you don't have a preference. You love everybody.
Like she likes a person for who they are, and not because of like the sex doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're man, woman, trans, whatever. If
you have a nice soul
or animal,
it's just the way they make a feel.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
I wasn't sure. I just thought everybody and everything. Maybe that's another one. I had looked up all the sexual preferences, and that's too many for me to remember them all.
I'm sure like animal is like a zoo. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? That is
zoocist.
Right. Yeah, something like that.
Zoologist. No, that's
that's someone that works at a zoo, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Wow. But yeah, Janelle Monae is a very interesting person. But you said the thing about her being different. That brings me to a question that I have. Do you got either of you can answer this question? Do y'all ever feel like y'all different from like the norm, or like just different in general from everyone that you know? Like, do y'all ever feel different?
I feel like there are many a times where yes, pretty much. I know we'll get to this later, but one of my favorite songs is I like that because she talks about how it's fine to be different. It's actually good. But like, I grew up playing basketball, of course. And like I was always different in a way that, like, for instance, when we were in high school, I can say that majority of my basketball team were lesbians or bisexual. So I was always grouped in that. So that was always interesting. But it's just like with hanging out with them, the conversations that they were trying to have with me is stuff that I wasn't necessarily interested in. So I felt different in that. And also just the way I felt like the way I dressed was never like traditional, I guess. But
What you mean by that?
traditional in the fact, like, okay, so for instance, when we went to McNamara, like, we were supposed to wear skirts, but I always wore pants. Yeah, I didn't care too much. Once I found out we could wear pants, even though my mom always wanted me to wear skirts. Oh, random facts. When I was growing up, when I was in church, I always had a problem with closing my legs. I would always sit in church with my legs open because, like, you know, basketball, that's kind of like the thing that you pick up. So I kept being told to close. My mom was like, come on, close your legs, like lock your ankles, do things like that. And then the funny thing is I go to college, play basketball. I sit on the bench with my legs crossed. And my coach is like, are you serious? Can you uncross your legs? So it was just, but that's random. But yeah, I feel like I've always been a little different. How about you, Tyler?
Well, the label of being a football player has always put me in a different light as like a person. I don't know how to explain that. So like anything I did outside of football is like, why are you doing this? You a football player. Or just the fact, even in high school, when I got to McNamara, I didn't realize I was like somewhat smart until I look my other teammates. I tell my teammates, like, bro, I got 3.5 this quarter. They be like, nigga, what? You got a 3.5? I'm like, I thought we was all like pretty smart here. We had a Catholic school. You know what I'm saying? Or even doing like I wouldn't tell anybody I was in like an engineering club, you know what I'm saying? Or even just being in a band, even with the label of being a football player, you know what I'm saying?
But you were percussion. That's kind of.
Yeah, I played the drum.
Yeah.
But I was going to say with that, I was thinking as you were talking, like, I was a basketball player that played violin and wanted to go to medical school. Like, that alone was just like.
Yeah. Also, like, this was by force, but I mean, just growing up, like the way I dressed, I don't know if it was like on purpose because my mom's a baby, but like even just wearing my pants at my waist, like people like you go anywhere and be like,
you never
different.
sag.
I never sag. I never sag.
And I love them for it.
So yeah, man.
I used to sag so bad back in the day.
Bruh, you used to do the sweatpants shorts.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's just because the shorts are slippery. And I wear the sweatpants. They just naturally sag. I just would give up.
Oh, I have to ask, was it hard to walk?
When the sag? Nah, well, I didn't sag my pants that low.
Oh, okay.
I would never sag my pants. Yeah, I just give it a little sag, especially when you got
Okay.
multiple pants on. Now they all up on your waist. You gotta sag one of them.
You gotta layer them.
Yeah.
Yeah, my legs be heavy. Both pants at my waist. Good
Yeah.
Lord.
You gotta sag one of them. You gotta put one of the waistbands below the other one.
Look, Tyler, he was different in the fact that he was probably the only one on the football team with high waters on. This boy pants used to
I
be
was
so high. I was like, ooh, okay.
that was not my fault. That was not my fault, bro.
I don't know how. You had high waters.
Look, I had no other pants. Like my mom's was the one that would go get the school pants for the year, and she always, for some reason, like she always would put the length just a little too short. Like all, like it never failed. Never failed, bro.
Oh man,
Very
that's
upsetting.
funny.
Very
That's
upsetting.
funny. Y'all some different people.
How about you, Jay?
Oh, I've always been different. I know that. Even with my voice, I'm soft spoken, chubby. I can't see.
Chubby ain't different.
I mean, when all your friends is fit and talk
Okay.
about I play linebacker. Oh, I play wide receiver. I'm a DB. And then I'm like, oh, I'm a chubby tight end that they don't throw the ball to.
By the way, bro, it's crazy how everything is like perspective wise. Because when I remember in college, we looked at pictures of you in high school. You we like, bro, you were chubby, fam.
Yeah, I
But it's
always
so
thought
crazy.
so. I have body dysmorphia. But anyways, nah, I was into like things that my friends wasn't into. Like I was into anime. I didn't find out till later that my friends liked anime, but I was into anime like I still am to this day. I watch more than just Dragon Ball Z. I was watching Naruto. I was watching One Piece. I was watching Cowboy Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho. All these animes. I was always into anime. All these nerdy stuff. Like I consider myself a nerd. Like I'm into all the MCU stuff and all the comic book stuff and all that stuff. And like feel like I'm just different in that way. And like when I was playing sports and stuff, I was like, I love football and all, but I never really like was into it. I just did it because I thought it was fun. Like everyone be like, "Oh, you watched the game?" I'm like, "Nah, I was too busy like playing video games or like watching anime or like I don't know. I just had a lot of different interests and that a lot of my peers didn't have, especially growing up. I feel
When I grew
like
up, when I was growing up, um, I never watched like Disney Channel or Nickelodeon.
oh dang,
I was like watching, I think now it's called like Health and Fitness TV, but like Untold Stories of the ER and things like that. I was always watching health shows. I could be on the couch for hours watching the different health shows.
oh
And
dang,
then I decided to start watching Disney Channel in like high school when like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was on. It was so
when it was
backwards.
coming to an end.
She literally missed all the greatness
Yeah,
of Disney Channel.
the only reason
Wow.
it's a lot of cartoons or like movies that are like big in our generation that I just did not see.
Wow.
Yeah. I
That's
think the
hilarious.
first like well, no, I always watched Aladdin because my brother's favorite movie was Aladdin. So that
Oh
he used to
dang.
watch me. So that was that was that. But other than that, I think my first like real like Disney movie that I watched was Frozen, and that was because I had a little cousin at the time.
Like she did
Wow.
watch Lion King, bro.
Yeah, I don't think I've still seen the full original Lion King.
Yeah.
I have,
What?
yeah.
One of the saddest stories ever, though.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
man,
I did see the live action
she
one
saw the
though.
live action. That
that
made
one
it more
wasn't even
sadder to me.
good.
It made it
That
more
wasn't
sadder.
even good. Beyonce can't act.
Bruh, she
She
was
wasn't
doing a
acting.
voiceover.
And it wasn't that good. You know, it's not the strongest performance. She's not a good actress.
I think it's so nostalgic that people can't get. To me, it was good because I'm not attached to it like that. But
Yeah.
if you're super attached, I think it's
They
harder for
they
you
got
to.
rid of my favorite part of the movie, and I was just like, oh, this ruined it.
What was your favorite part?
When they distract the hyenas,
Oh yeah,
when Timon and
yeah,
Pumbaa distract
yeah.
the hyenas,
Don't even
they
know what that
changed
is.
it. I was like, well, come on. Y'all try to make it
When they
way
was
too
dancing,
realistic.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Honestly,
forgot the
bro,
song.
Beyonce did better than Childish Gambino. I thought Simba,
His
as a
voice
grown man,
should have
did
had.
not live up
Yeah.
to the cartoon. He
Yeah.
just like when
Well,
he hit the note for Hakuna Matata.
oh, Beyonce was out singing him. Beyonce out sang him the whole goddamn movie. Even in the trailer, I was like, ooh.
But even him singing Hakuna
Ugh.
Matata, I was like, you just don't seem
They
into
should have got a
this.
stronger singer. They should have got a stronger male singer.
Yeah, that was a little upsetting.
Beyonce's voice was overpowering his. And I'm like, they can fix that in editing, and they didn't. Beyonce just overpowered his voice.
No amount of editing can top Beyonce.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
right. She
not.
has an amazing voice.
Yeah, she
Better than
does.
Kelly Rowland.
Man, I was trolling. I was trolling. Oh, can we talk about this? I'm going through a phase where I'm going to start trolling more. I don't know why. I find it fun. And I was
Okay.
trolling when I did the singing thing. I still think she's prettier than Beyonce, but you know.
Look, go ahead and keep objectifying black women.
How's that? You know what? I don't care. I could say
We
it's my
gotta stop
opinion.
this, bruh. We
I
gotta
mean, I
stop this.
guess.
I mean, he's entitled to an opinion.
That's a fact. That's
Yeah.
a fact. But I say this
I'm
to
not
say,
saying
right?
that. I'm not really. I'm not
Monae,
saying.
you gonna let me transition.
Janelle Monae is a goddess. I tell you, she's a goddess. Her skin is just so nice.
Her
It's
skin
like
is
I want her
flawless, bro.
skin. Her skin is flawless. I noticed it in Moonlight for the first
Oh,
time. Her skin was
Moonlight
so
was,
flawless.
bruh. That was the first time I saw her in some hood rat clothes. I was like, wow, this is different.
That did it.
But she
this
had the
album,
hood
though,
rat clothes on with the perfect skin. Perfect skin.
but
I was like,
this
this
is
great.
this album is like the first time I've ever seen her like show skin, like just not be like covered up, and like
Covered up.
usually she's covered up, and like this
Hmm.
where I've seen her wear more colors in the videos and stuff, and like I
Yeah.
felt like this was really like you said, this was personal for her, Drew. I really could tell that it was personal for her because she was like opening up more. It felt like
Go ahead.
Like-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, how do y'all feel about the song Pink? Me personally, I
love
thought
it.
it was very creative. But what did y'all think? I'm interested.
I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. Tessa Thompson was a clitoris. I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh shit. That's creative. And then the hair coming down.
Mm-hmm. It was super creative.
That was her pubes.
We didn't know.
Someone said it to me last night. I was like, oh my God, that does make sense.
How about you, Tyler? What did you think of the song?
I'll start with the song. All right.
The video is very creative.
Yeah, I appreciate the song is good. The song, I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't really just about coochie. Like
In the words of Kevin.
in the words of Kev on stage, it wasn't just about coochie.
What was it about?
Well, of course, there's power. She was bringing the power in the coochie, but
Yeah.
every part of the inside of you is pink. You know what I'm saying? Like we should like appreciate people. We're all equal. Like man or woman,
Yeah.
we're all equal here. We're all made up of pink on the inside. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's like how much do we really as men appreciate coochie?
I feel like a lot of people, that's the only thing on their mind.
Yeah, but is it like in a respectful manner? I feel like she's saying you need to like respect this coochie. Like
Yeah.
I'm not
There's
just
power in it.
something-
She literally says there's power in it.
Let me tell you what was wild. What she said, and I got the juice. She was like, "This pussy grab your back, uh, give you pussy cataracts." And I was like, "I tell you what, I definitely gone blind in that. We gone blind in the coochie. I can't see.
Ah! I'm blind. I'm blind.
And when you're done, you just lay in bed. You wake up. Oh, the coochie gave me my same back.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm lightheaded. I'm lightheaded.
I felt like Saul, but I got my bitch.
You ever get the flash of white over your eyes? But nah, I really like that song. I enjoyed it. I can't listen to it too loudly when the niggas that who be outside my house be just sitting outside my house.
You should blast it, drive it in one day.
I did that with the what's that? I feel like glitter.
Oh yeah.
I did that with that one, but they looked at me funny that day, and I don't like the looks they gave me. It made me uncomfortable.
Another aspect of Janelle Monae, like music, and like one of her main goals, it seems like in life, is to destroy the male patriarchy.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was like, she just sounded like a hater, but I had to really look into exactly what patriarchy is. Because to me, it just patriarchy to me originally was just like the male is the head of the family. That's literally all I thought it was.
There's more to it than that.
Way more. Patriarchy is like a whole system set up to where like no matter how the family naturally set up, the man the man is in charge. You know what I'm saying? Like the woman could be the wisest one, the smartest, most brilliant,
but the man makes the final decision.
Man makes the final decision. Yes. Thank you.
I would like to say, fuck the patriarchy for my ladies.
Well, why do you say fuck the patriarchy?
Come on, why would you ask me a question like that after I don't know. It's what they say.
So now we just say shit, we don't know why we say it.
I was just saying for my ladies, fuck the patriarchy. That's what they be saying.
Drew, how do you feel like patriarchy has affected you? If it has.
Affected me?
Yeah. Or do you feel any effects of patriarchy?
Are you talking about in the family or like
life in general? Any parts of your life, whatever.
See, I feel like I don't know. I feel like if there was one, it would be more like coach player relationship. But in like, yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily patriarchy though, because he's literally the coach. So
right.
But as far as like, I mean, the only thing I can really talk about is family wise. As far as family wise, like I felt like my parents were more so teammates. Like I saw them in like, okay, I'm gonna handle this, and it's your job to handle this. Like they played roles, so I was able to see that and appreciate that, and see the way that they supported each other. You know, like for instance, my dad owns his own business, and with going into owning his own business, you lose that insurance security. Well, my mom, she's a physician assistant. She obviously works in healthcare, so it was her job to maintain a job in healthcare so that they will always have insurance, so that he is able to, you know, go on to own his own practice, his own business. So it's like I was able to see that partnership. So I can't directly say that if I have experienced patriarchy, I didn't notice it.
Mm. The other day, bruh.
Patriarchy didn't phase you, Drew.
Nah.
You did your own thing. No man held you back.
The other day we worked out in the morning, and
Yeah, I know y'all fools is crazy. I'll be awake.
we get ready for this honeymoon, bro. We get ready for the honeymoon.
It's
So
Yeah, I gotta
4:30.
get back on it.
we both come upstairs, and I'm about to take Ghost outside, and I was just like, Drew, can you give me a hoodie?
I knew exactly what you were about to say.
And she go, why I always got to do like
Did I say something?
while she walking upstairs, why are you asking me? Like I was like,
I shot him a look.
she
Like,
shot me a look. Yeah.
like we're both in the same state. We're doing the same thing, but you want me to go get you a hoodie.
At that moment, bro, I was like, did I just like do some patriarchy stuff? Like,
Yeah, you kind of. You didn't? Did you say please?
I think I did.
So Tyler's, I feel like he's always been like this. Like, like where that he loves to tell me not what to do. He doesn't tell me. He asks me, but he always want to. I mean, I guess it's nice that he asks, but it's like stuff that he could perfectly
Do himself.
and we could
Like,
be
grab.
yeah.
Can you grab this for me?
I gotta explain. I gotta do more explaining when I asked. Like, I should have said, "Can you grab me a hoodie while I take Ghost outside?" That probably would have been better.
And then he was asking me with this confused look on his face, like he knew what he was about to get into.
You know what's funny though? You know what's funny? A lot of times I ask her, and if she say no, I'll be like, "Cool." Like she could just sit down and walk right outside with no shirt on, and if I got sick,
Dang.
it was what it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta work on
Yeah.
that. I feel like that's the
Jada says no to me all the time. I'd be like, "Hey, can
There's
you pass me my
power in the
wallet?"
word no.
The only time I ask for her to bring me something is if I know she's going that direction.
Do you
Like,
ever
I'm not,
just when she says no, are you cool with it?
unless I ask her to make me something to eat when when I'm working a double, and she home, like on the weekend. Like, be like, hey, you mind making me like a egg sandwich or something? Since I won't have no time to do it myself, I'll be much appreciated. And she says no. I'd be like, damn. I would do it myself. I ain't got the time. I can't possibly do it. But okay. It hurts. But she still do it anyway. She just does it to mess with me. But like, nah, I don't really care. She say no, I'll be like, oh, all right, whatever. But she asked me to do something. Just know she gonna get a no right back. I'm petty. But I'll do it anyway.
It's funny. Drew asked me, she'll ask me a question like she thinks I would say no. It's always like, oh, can you do something for me? Like she always sets up the questions.
Gotta butter him up.
Like, you could just ask me, right?
Like the way he asked me, and it's never received good.
Jada, when Jada really wants me to do something she knows I wouldn't want to do, she'll be like, you're not gonna want to do this. I'm like, what? Can you grab me something from the kitchen? Like, sure. Why? Okay, why did you have to say it like that? I'm going to the kitchen.
Are these micro forms of patriarchy? Like, do you feel like you've always felt like you gotta like set up?
Oh, you're saying we're used to like I see what you're saying. Is this a consequence of patriarchy?
Yeah, you feel like you always gotta set me up to get something you want instead of just being as direct as I am to you.
Do I think that's from patriarchy? I think we are more in tune with our emotions. But like I think we think more about your your feelings or like how you're going to feel when we ask this, whereas y'all just want to get the job done, so you get straight to the point. I Me personally, I think it's more of that, like I'm taking in consideration how you may feel about me asking this,
Hmm.
you know.
That's a great point you're making because I watched a TED talk on like
Oh,
destroying
a
patriarchy and
TED
how
Talk.
how patriarchy does not allow men to be their full selves.
Mm.
Um so Jay, how do you feel like you've had to uh do you feel like you've had to be forced to live up to the standard of being a quote unquote man?
Only when it comes to fighting.
Hmm. Why you say that?
Like if someone, like did I tell you the story about how I got in a fight? Well, got in an argument, almost got in a fight. Think the day before Thanksgiving in a
No.
Wegmans parking lot.
Parking lots. Is it always
It's
a parking
always
lot?
a parking.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Same Wegmans y'all took us to.
No, no. This was in a white neighborhood.
Y'all found
It
another
was in.
weakness?
There's a bunch of Wegmans in Massachusetts. There's one there at my
Wegmans.
grandma's house. Did I say Legmans? Oh my god. There's a bunch of Wegmans.
Okay.
Okay, what happened in the parking lot?
Okay, so what happened was we're in the parking lot going to get some pies because it's the day before Thanksgiving, and we're waiting for a spot, and the guy's backing out of the spot, and he's backing out. Jada's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. He's backing up. He's backing. He got this big ass truck, and he backed up far enough to get out, and we gave him enough room, but he keeps backing up. So Jada honks. He's like, "Hey," he yells at the door, "Hey, you good?" He keeps coming. Jay gets a car. "Hey, you good?" He says something slick. I don't know what he says, but she's out there way too long. I open my door. All I hear is, "Shut up, B." I damn near lost it.
Mm.
I went up to the car window. I was like, "Who the F you talking to?" He goes, "That B." Excuse me. I almost punched him through the window, but I held myself. 2017, Jalen would have snuffed him and would have been
Mm.
the end of that. But, and I was a little scared because, all right, this is going to sound prejudiced and racist, but he was a little Asian man and had too much confidence.
Mm.
I thought he knew how to handle himself way more than I did, even though I was bigger than him. So I was peacocking, screaming, and yelling. But internally, I was trembling in fear because I was like, if I hit him and I don't knock him out in the first punch, he may whip my ass. He got too much confidence, way too much confidence. We're going back and forth, right? He's like, I was like, "You disrespect my woman, don't you disrespect my what the fuck's wrong with you?" Blah 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 blah. He's standing there, still face. What you gonna do? What I'm gonna do is is I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm a fuck, and I get louder and louder and louder. He's like, "Oh, all that yelling just means you scared."
Ooh.
He's reading me like a book. So Jada's behind me, like, "Jalen, chill, calm down, relax." I was like, "Nah, I'ma handle this." So I get up in his face. "I'ma fuck you up," louder. "Do it. Touch me." I was like, now I'm like trying to hold back from hitting him. It's shaking. And I'm like, "You know what? Fuck you." And I walk away. But then he said something else slick. He called me a pussy. Then this is where the patriarchy took over. He called me a pussy in front of my woman. For some reason, I became a slave to the patriarchy, and I was like, "He ain't gonna disrespect me in front of my woman. That's my woman." Now I'm
So
acting
you
like
own
an
her.
ape. Yeah, exactly. Now I'm acting like an ape or a gorilla, a caveman, going back to some damn Neanderthal thinking. And I was like, "Ow, fuck you!" Top of my lungs. Some guy comes over in his little nice Porsche. This is a rich neighborhood, by the way. Comes up, "Hey man, relax." I was like, "Well, he called he disrespected my woman. She called her a B word and all types of languages." And he's like, "Well, you need to learn to respect women, man." He's like, "Fuck you too." And the guy was like, "Whoa." It's a white guy. "Whoa, bud. What is all this animosity?" And then I get back in his face. "Now you're disrespecting this man. He's nice." He's like, "Hit me. Do it. Do it. Hit me. Hit me." Now he's egging me on. Now he just wants me to hit him so I could get in trouble. And I was like, "You know what?" Jada's like, "Let's go." So then we get in the car. We park the car. And he gets in his car. We go on the Wegmans. And guess what this fool did?
What'd he do?
He knocked Jada's rear view mirror off.
Dang.
Punk.
What was his
Yeah,
problem?
I don't know. He was a little, and then in the back of my mind, I'm like, maybe I should have fell into the patriarchy and just fucked him up. But I didn't fuck him up. In my mind, I was thinking that would have made me more attractive to Jada, but it didn't. She just thought I looked
Very
stupid.
possible. You watched that one
Yeah.
episode of Blackish?
Which one? What?
Speaking of
That one
Blackish,
episode
I know what you're talking about.
with the
speaking of Blackish,
grandfather.
yeah, yep, I know what you're talking about. Speaking of Blackish, every time we watch it, Jada says, "I'm Andre." She always says that. She's like, "Wow, that's you." I'm like, "Damn."
Why is that?
Just, I guess it's just the way he acts, like how he's dramatic. I guess I'm dramatic.
Mm.
You'll talk about a situation the way Andre does.
Yeah.
Like, do it for like hours.
Yeah.
Oh, like you ponder and you're like,
Yeah.
what do you think about this?
Like, if I do that, he's supposed to do this. I can't believe he didn't do that. That's funny, man.
I was gonna
But
ask y'all
yeah.
something, but I can't remember.
Dang. But
Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
that's one time I felt like I fell victim to the patriarchy for sure. I only did that because I was trying to protect Jada when I didn't really need to. She wasn't in any harm. But my pride was hurt because he disrespected the woman I loved, and I had to prove to
You had to
myself
say
for some
something.
reason when we could have just walked away and left it at that. I didn't need to do all that. But he called her a B word. You ain't gonna call my woman a B word. I don't care who you are. We gonna fight or attempt to fight unless because I'm afraid of you. I'm gonna try not to fight you, just scare you, and it not work.
Oh, I know what I was gonna ask y'all. In relationships, marriages, since you y'all are working or are there, would you be feel some type of way if your wife makes more than you? Is that gonna be a punch to the gut for y'all?
No, because I'm
Really?
lazy.
So it wouldn't hurt
I,
your pride at all?
Nah, every time I see that in like movies and stuff, I'd be like, what's wrong with that? Everyone thinks like the man's supposed to provide, but I think we talked about this before. There's way more ways you can provide for your family besides financially. It's not the only way to provide.
Do you feel that you lose some of your like traditional male roles? Like, traditionally the man makes money, so they decide where the money goes. Do you feel like you can still take on that role? Or if that's what y'all want to do, would you, like, say if y'all decide that, you are to make the final decision of what y'all spend money on or whatever, do you feel like you would still be able to make those decisions if you're
I
not
think I
bringing in majority?
I feel like it's easier to make those decisions when it's not your money, when it's not specifically your money. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're thinking of it as in like I didn't earn this, so I don't want to spend it unnecessarily. Like I feel like when you make your own money, you spend it however you want to spend it. But when you're like responsible for like if someone, let's say someone else is earning the money and you're supposed to keep an eye over it, you're gonna look at it more is it objectively?
Yeah,
Yeah, you look at it more objectively, like, you know what, this let's spend the money this way, let's spend the money that way.
that's a great way to look at it, Jay. But let me ask you something. If you said, "Hey, I think we should do this," and she goes, "Nigga, is my money. I do what the hell I want with it." How would you feel?
Damn. We definitely be fighting. I'd be like, well, then don't ask me to manage your finances then. Since it's your own money, you do it yourself and go broke.
And go broke. How about you, Tyler?
Yeah.
Would you be okay with me making more money than you?
I would be perfectly fine with you making more money than me. My only issue would be what I just said. I literally have ran this through my mind 1,000 times because I'm pretty sure one day you will be making more money than me. And I just don't know how to feel if we got to a point where I was like, nah, we can't buy that. And you were just like, nigga, it's my money.
Yeah.
I'ma do
That's a
what I want.
terrifying situation. Yeah, I would not know how to respond to that. It's like, yeah, you're right. You're right. But you know what? Don't ask me to handle the financing if that's how you feel.
I don't think.
Obviously.
But
I'd
does it
be
have to
very
be a trade for
surprised.
trade? Like, I mean, I'm like, do I have enough um confidence in myself to just be like, you know what? You right. Go ahead. You worked for it.
Yeah.
Do what you do.
I feel like I feel like if it's it depends like how much it will like harm you financially what the purchase is. Like
Let
if
me ask you, bro. If she was making more money than you and she said, all this money is mine, and you your job still have to pretty much pay like all your money just go to the bills, but her money is hers. It ain't for your spending.
And she can spend it how she
She
wants
spend as she would, but everything you do is to keep everything up and running.
to
uh,
maintain the lifestyle.
I don't wouldn't think that's fair because why aren't you splitting the bills with me then if that's the case?
What I've come to learn in some cultures, this is a thing.
Because you're supposed to be the protector. You're supposed,
Damn.
and part of protecting is making sure we're financially able to.
Do what they want.
Mhm.
This is what
Yeah.
patriarchy has done. We have put niggas in a very strange predicament now that women can
Well,
do
I feel
really
like
anything they want.
when it comes to that, I feel like nobody in a relationship, like nobody should just like your money shouldn't be like everybody's money. Like you should always have your own money to the side, like for spending on whatever you want. You know, like you put a certain amount of money into your family account to pay your bills. So
And
no
then you
matter
have,
how much each person makes, as long as you put enough in to cover everything, and you have your extra, and she has her extra, or like he has his extra, and vice versa. As long as the bills is paid, it don't matter.
That's
My
very
opinion.
interesting. We do
Cause
everything together.
hmm
yeah,
I mean, of course, it
It's
depends on
dependent.
how. I've done, we know people who do it several different ways, and actually, we know people who do it exactly the way that you said. But I would be very interested to see when this does actually happen, when I make more money than Tyler, because although, like, of course, we've been together for years, he always knew that I wanted to go into healthcare, so he's always had the time to mentally prepare for like a day when that might happen. But when it actually gets there, I'm really interested to see in how he will feel or act.
He
'Cause-
said for a while that he knows you're gonna make more money than him and he's okay with it. I've heard him say this
Yeah.
numerous times.
See, I feel like it's one thing
To say.
to mentally
say.
picture it, but when it actually happens, you
Mhm.
know, I mean, granted, it may not be significantly, you know,
No, yeah.
more, but I'm interested. So
Hey, look.
Yeah.
look. I'm
I-
gonna look at her salary and I'm gonna go to work and be like, I need a raise.
right. And then what I was going to say, like, cause Tyler. So for me, the way we've kind of set things up is that, you know, we don't necessarily have to say yes or no, you can do this, but it's kind of like, oh, I'm gonna let you know that this is happening. Tyler doesn't do that. I'll always run things by him, but he probably make everyday purchases that he never runs by me.
Oh
Or I
yeah.
have to, or I go and look at
It's
it.
something slight. It's only something slight. I don't do nothing major.
I do it all the time. Jada be like, "Why you always have an Amazon package coming in the mail?" I saw
Right.
something I like.
Nah, I tell her when I'm
So-
getting some golf gear or something like that. But like, I'll go buy lunch. I'll go buy some Chick-fil-A real quick.
You be buying breakfast, buying lunch.
And not asking if she want any.
I do sometimes. Sometimes I hit up, be like, I'm finna get some. This is like at work though.
Yeah,
This
this
is why
when
I'm
you
Oh.
at work.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time.
But see, the thing is,
Oh, but y'all have a
we
y'all,
gotta
but it's just
communicate.
what
we
you say.
And the
Y'all
thing
y'all
is-
accounts are linked, are joint.
Yeah.
We're joint everywhere. But
Oh.
like, and I go through the motion of preparing the week, making sure you have lunch. Tyler, if say for instance, if I forget to put his lunch in a container, like it's just in the big container, like where you go and scoop out your portion. Say
Yeah.
if I forget to put his stuff in a
my
container the night before, he just acts like he can't do it at all. He's like, "Oh, I'm buying lunch today." Why? Because I forgot to put your lunch in a, so that's patriarchy right there.
I
He
did.
That is the
cannot-
patriarchy.
I didn't
He
see
expects
it.
you to.
I'm trying to
He
tell her.
expects you to make his lunch every day.
He so
No, I don't.
I do my best to prepare for
We
the week,
prep
but like
together.
sometimes if it runs out in the middle of the week and I just, you know, forget to make another container, he just physically cannot pull out the container, the
Bruh,
spoon.
I swear I did.
Wow.
I didn't see.
didn't know
like,
this was a
normally I
thing.
just won't even see the container. Like I just be like, I
Oh
guess we
my
out of
God.
food. I'm gonna go buy lunch.
Wow.
You feel
So this is where me and Jada different from y'all. We just leave it in the containers, and before we go to work, we make our own, like our own containers of food
See,
if we want to take it or not.
I have no, but so yeah, basically, if I prepare for the week, yes, I do expect you to take the lunch that I prepared
Yeah.
every
Of
day
course.
because you know I've
Now you're wasting food.
I don't waste food. It's not bad that I'm wasting food because I eat it later. I just won't eat it for lunch. I'll come home. And eat.
It's meant for lunch,
I know.
so she could make you
I
dinner,
know. Sometimes I mess up.
or you
It
could
is
make
what
her
it is.
dinner.
Bro,
Like Jada cooked Hello Fresh. We got some pork tacos today. It's Taco Tuesday.
I don't even know what we have.
I have
today.
no idea. Let me ask you something, bro. What does so Janelle, one of the things that she's promoting is Fem the Future,
Okay.
right? I'm not gonna ask you what it means. I'm gonna just ask you, what do you think that means? What would a Fem the Future look like to you?
Independent women, I guess. I don't know. Women are already independent. Those the most attractive of all types of women is the independent ones. But I think independent women, like women who like fuck the patriarchy, I guess. I don't know. When I think of that, I think of like femme the future. Like women do things more than just do things for and the goal of like I'm gonna do this so one day I could get married and have a family. It's just do things because they want to do it.
Right.
Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
be themselves, their
Right.
full selves, and not have to worry about like what some man has to say or like
preparing
like
themselves for marriage.
yeah, preparing themselves for marriage, or like listening to like older people say, oh, that's not how a woman should act type stuff. It's like, nah, you do what you do. Like for instance, you sitting with your legs open and your mom saying you need to cross your legs. That's someone older saying you gotta do something more ladylike. And fam future, you don't have to do that. Right?
Yeah.
yeah,
I think I did a good job with that without offending anybody.
yeah. I always thought it was amazing how like we have the same bodies as guys. I mean, plus or minus parts. But as far as like your digestive tract is the same. So we all know Lord.
Shout out to Lord.
He, that's my best friend growing up, and we would always be on the phone. And I am an infamous belcher. I have a pretty strong belch game, and Lord would literally get so mad at me every time I burped on the phone. You're not, Drew. You're a lady. You're not supposed to do that. Like, and I'll be like, yo, but yeah, you can burp all up in my ear. But no, you will come over to me and burp in my face, but I can't even burp on the phone. Like, so it's always amazing to me that we have the same parts. Our parts, plus or minus some, they do the same things, but yeah, you find it amazing that I can go number 2. Like,
yeah, when I found that out when I was in elementary school, I was like, whoa, girls poop.
And that goes in line with, females are supposed to be perfect. They're supposed to look a certain way. They shouldn't do certain things. It's like, no, we're human.
to get silly, isn't it funny? Like when you're a kid, like girls, you know your mom poops, but like girls don't poop. It's like you forget your mom's
it's something
woman.
that right.
Yeah, it's like my mom poops, but girls don't poop. It's like
Wow.
I don't know why that reminded me that when you said,
bruh. Film the future to me. I got a couple things here, bruh.
oh snap.
First off, there's no gender gap, right? Every woman gets, for every
I
dollar,
didn't think about that.
for every male dollar, woman gets paid $1, right? With that being said, if that's the case, women can no longer base a salary for a man can no longer be a qualification.
Which I know what, that's one thing I never really understood. Like, why is there a wage gap? It don't really make no sense to me. Like,
Well, let me explain to you, sir. I did my
I
research.
never understood why there is one, because it's like, just pay them. You set the price of how much you pay somebody. Like,
yeah, so there are a lot of factors into somebody's salary, right? Every people can negotiate and all that stuff. The main cause of a gender gap, wage gender gap, is childbirth. Literally, when women have children, they have to stop working and take care of the child. And while that's happening, the man can continue to go into work and rise up the ladder. A man with the same qualifications as that woman. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
There are 2 main countries that have been working to minimize this gap, and they've done it different ways. One was Rwanda, which the reason why it happened. Yes, the reason why it happened is due to the whole massacre. So a lot of people died. So we don't want that to be the reason for to close the gender gap. But a lot of women started taking on major roles in the country, and they was like, yo, we really can't run this country without women. So they actually set up a system where there's actually a gender gap monitor in Rwanda where like big corporations and the government, there has to be a certain percentage of women working in these departments, in these buildings. They've closed they've closed the gender wage gap from for every 90 cents a woman, it's like 90 cents to a man dollar. That's like the smallest gap. Then you got I want to say it's Iceland, where pregnant women get 6 months post. What's it called? 6 months maternity,
Maternity leave.
which
Oh,
is
damn.
amazing, by the way. But
That's beautiful.
that's beautiful. The way they're closing the gap is the man is also responsible for taking care of the child. So therefore, the man gets paternity leave, and it is use it or lose it. That's not hours that you could just hold on to.
Yeah.
So therefore, you're almost forced to stay home and take care of your children the same way the mother is.
Yeah, my job, they have that. Like you can go on paternity leave. Like
Yeah.
my coworker was talking about this for a minute. He's like, "Yeah, my wife's pregnant. I can't wait till she have the baby. I'll be off for 3 months." He's excited.
Yeah, it's becoming more of a thing. But I wanted to ask y'all, is that something y'all consider with wanting to, well, if you want to have children, do you consider like, you know, like the mother of my child, she has dreams, she has aspirations, she has a career that she's trying to build. Do y'all take that into consideration as like, as a thing?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Personally, I have seen the way I've seen my wife's drive to become what she wants to become, and I don't believe a child will get in her way. The problem with having children at this point would be the fact that I don't believe like my wife is 100% focused on getting to where she wants to be, and so at least for both of us, we've communicated as like she wants to be able to spend time with the child, so that won't be able to happen if she's not at a point where she wants to be at. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really.
I asked you, did you take it into consideration?
That's what I take that into consideration with you.
Prior to that discussion.
Prior to that, I was like, I'm gonna do everything I can to help her get to where she needed to go.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. So I always say that. I'd be like, I'm doing everything I can. And so I was like, go
I
ahead
am
to school.
more than happy.
Yeah, I'll take care of these kids.
I'm more than happy to take 6
They
months
gonna
off
love
of
their
work.
daddy.
Shoot, I am more than happy to take 6 months off of work.
bruh.
I am
And get
more
paid
than
for it.
happy.
See,
Yeah.
and that's how that discussion came up, because Tyler was like, if we do have kids, or if it does happen, like I can take care of the kids while you in school and stuff. And I had to explain to him that I want to be present. I don't want my child to, I mean, granted, they may not remember it, but I'm going to remember I've missed these monumental moments. Not only that, like, even still, our goal is to have children by 30. But even with that, like, for me, I have such a timeline in my mind between like, okay, there's 4 years between now and, well, more like 3 between now and 30. So like by that time, 30, I'll just hopefully, if I get into PA school, like I hope this year, I'll just be finishing PA school and hopefully getting a job. And then that means I'm going to get pregnant within, I want to get pregnant within a couple months to a year of working a job. Like, so those are like the type of stressors I feel like that goes through our heads. Like, y'all, I feel like men get the general timeline, but in our heads, we are like putting it down to the T. Like,
you don't want to start a job and then like 3 months into the job, now you're pregnant and now you gotta go out. And you just started the job, because now you're gonna feel like, oh, they're gonna think you're just taking advantage of the job.
Exactly. Yeah. So
makes sense.
It's very interesting.
Maybe you should extend it to like 32. just to give you some room.
Some time, I know. But
hey, look, brother. That's what we gonna talk about. Don't be out here trying to get those. I'm playing with you.
Give some ideas.
I'm playing with you.
But it is very interesting that what we naturally.
I mean, y'all next, so it don't matter.
Don't do that. I'm so tired of people asking us when we gonna have kids. When you gonna have a kid?
I ain't ask you. I just
No,
said
I'm
y'all
not
next.
saying
Y'all
you.
be,
I'm not saying
y'all gonna
you,
be
but
before me.
every time there's a baby around and we in the same room as a baby. So when y'all going to have a kid? When you gonna have another one? How about that?
Well, you want to spend another $1 million? Cause that's how much
Mother-
a baby costs.
my mother, every time we're in the room, my mother, she just be like, if Drew coughs, oh my goodness, are you pregnant?
I know, like I could be telling her some symptoms I'm having, like I don't know, some bloating or nausea, and you just start seeing her eyes go like this, and I cut it real quick. I'm not pregnant, and I have to tell her, if I'm pregnant, it's not gonna be good, okay? See, the way my IUD works, it's most likely it's going to be an ectopic pregnant. We don't want that.
Yeah, don't want that. Don't
So-
want
What's
that.
that mean?
Shout out to that IUD.
A
That's fitting for
pregnancy
the
in the
future right there.
tubes.
Oh,
And it's supposed to
dang.
be in the uterus.
Mm.
Oh, is
We
that what
might need
happened?
to have you on.
Because
For
I heard they come out with it in his hand, like victory.
That is just not real. Not real.
All right, man. That was some other thing I was gonna say. Film the future. I'm not taking the trash out no more. If film the
Nope,
future.
that's always going to be a thing.
Also, film the future. I'm never paying for another.
I'll be honest with you. I
Uh,
don't take trash out all the time. I get
No.
away with it.
I'm never paying for another dinner. Film the future. They got it all.
That's
All my
true.
homies. Shout out to y'all, man. Like film.
Well, I mean, when Drew start making more than you, I would hope you don't have to pay for a dinner.
He
Well,
don't do it now.
I want to get taken out one day.
Wait. you
Because
heard
we
it?
have the same
She's
money.
saying because it's all money.
Oh,
He does always take out the card. Now on his birthday, I wanted him to feel treated, so I took out the card, but it's the same money.
I'll be sitting there like,
oh.
thank you.
He be looking at me too, like,
I have a question before we get to the categories. How's that work? Like me and Jada have a one joint account that we just pay the rent and the electric and all that, but we have our own accounts. I got like a couple by myself. You just added another one with Novo Bank. That's a plug. But I got a couple by myself, and we just have that one joint. Like y'all have every account joint together.
Yeah, I mean, I had. So we made the decision that she would close her account and all her money got put on our joint, and then I had a my account. I just added her name on, and then we got a joint account together. So we have like a checking and savings in our joint account, and then we got my account. I got a whole bunch of sub accounts where we put money in for different things in that nature.
Oh,
yeah.
We just put our names on that. We just put each other's
Yeah,
name and everything. I'm on her credit card. She's on my credit card. And then
Yeah, we just, I mean, like, originally we were having monthly meetings, but we really
gotta do
sat
better.
down, like, and just decided how much money can go to each thing, like entertainment, this and that. But so far it's been pretty good. Now in the future, will we decide to do like more like what's that called? The money that you have to spend. Like if we an allowance, like say if you like for the week you get $60, just you have $60 to do whatever you want, and then but once you get there, that's it. Maybe that's something we'll consider in the future. But
right now it's good. We it's cool because like I pretty much look at the money every day.
Yeah.
But Drew takes
that's
a look
how
at the
I am.
money at like at the end of each week or like end of the month. She always goes back and looks at all the money. So she has a view of it too.
I don't even think Jada looks at our joint account. I'm the only one that be looking at it. She got the information.
I want her to just so
like I break it down in categories and like, man, this month we spent this much money on things other than bills.
Yeah.
And this month we bought in this much money. How does that work? Like,
Oh, dang.
but like no. But there'll be times where I have to you know, because I don't see what he spends on every day. So I'm like, okay, what is this?
Yeah. So, but it is good for me because I could go back and like explain why I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? Just to justify some things. But it's
Oh, okay.
definitely like literally. I think a main part of marriage is communication.
Yeah.
And you gotta be able to communicate about everything. So like money is one of those things where it's awkward, but when you're able to talk about that and get through stuff like that, then you know you can your the communication is better. Now it's
Yeah.
easier to talk about other subjects. You know what I'm saying? So that's important, man. That's important.
That makes sense.
All right. Thank you for that question.
That's
Jay. We
dope.
appreciate that.
Learn something new, you know.
But it's definitely a process. Like I said, man, no marriage is the same. So you got your ways. Everybody got their own ways as long as it works.
Yeah.
For you. You feel me? Drew, what's your favorite song? Let's get
I
to the
like
quick
that.
questions. I like that.
I like that. I
Okay.
don't give
Me
a
too, Drew. Me too.
if I was just the only
Um,
one. Who likes that?
I gotta go with Django Jane.
No,
That
She does go in on that.
Black
But
girl magic. Y'all can't stand it.
That one, she does go in on that, but I like that. It's way better.
Bro, she got so many bars on Django Jane.
She do. I forgot to do
put my
bar of the
life
week,
on
but
the
you know.
lifeline.
She said, I gotta cut my ear off like Van Gogh, something like that. I was like, this girl know these artists.
I also like Make Me Feel.
Shout out to Prince.
That I was about to say that's her in her Prince bag.
Oh.
She's the only person I know who could like when they had that Prince tribute. That's the only person I wanted to see in the Prince tribute.
Bruh.
Facts.
Yeah.
Very much so.
You know who else? When Janelle first came out, I was like, yo, she like the black James Brown. I mean, like the women version of James Brown.
The black
The black James Brown.
She like,
I'm gonna tell you, this is one thing about James Brown that everyone knows, and that he black.
He was black. She like the black women
black
version
one.
of James Brown because she was like, I just saw her on tightrope and she was just doing the James Brown footwork.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, she like James Brown, but then I'm like, she was mentored by Prince, and you can definitely hear it.
Think she's just the modern day Prince.
Prince was on her last album, Electric Lady, a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That one in a minute at least.
And
And when she when she raps, she kind of sound like Jadena.
Jadena?
Is it Jadena or Jadena?
Jadena.
Boy, you sound like from the DMV.
Right?
I was John like dinner. I was trying eating dinner one day.
Jadena. But I don't know if do y'all still do, well, it's not do y'all still, did y'all officially start the favorite lines?
Yeah, best bar. What you think is the best bar?
I got two. All right, I wrote them down. I think
One for me, Drew. One for me.
One for Jalen. I think they both came from Crazy Classic Life, but one, she said, I don't want to live on my knees. I just wanted to tell the truth. I thought that was deep. The other one,
like
I just like it. All I ever was stressed out, kind of like my afro when it's pressed out, because that just takes me back to childhood.
I know that one. That's the one. I like that one too.
That's for you, Jay.
Specifically, that.
All
thank
right.
you, Drew. Appreciate it.
All right, now my favorite ball. She said, kept us in the back of the store. We ain't hitting no more. Moonlit nigga, lit nigga. She gave her little movie shout outs.
Oh, damn.
Hidden Figures and Moonlight. Somehow put that in the line, bruh.
I don't know how she did that. That's impressive.
No, she did have some good.
I got hold on. I got another one now. She said,
damn.
I got away with murder. No,
excuse me.
I got away with murder, no scandal. Cue the violins and violas.
Yeah.
Viola Davis.
Yeah, I got the reference, but what about the Kerry Washington reference?
Right.
I got away with murder, no scandal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
You're saying Shonda Land, like Shonda, who wrote both.
Yeah.
How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal.
Yeah.
So that's not just Viola Davis.
I know, but when she said cue the violins and violas,
Oh.
I was like, hold on. See, all right, they ain't even catch it. They ain't even catch it.
I guess not. It went over my head.
Yeah.
Mansplaining. I fold them like origami.
She did go in.
No,
Is this
yeah,
all from
she
Django?
had.
It was 2-5.
Yeah, I think is that Django Jane? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's impressive about her as well? She switched genre like 3 times, 4 times in this album.
That's
She went from like rock and roll, R&B, pop. She rapped.
Very talented woman.
Very talented.
Worst song.
Dirty Computer.
No.
Horrible way to start the album.
I go in the Dirty Computer every time. I love you in this space and time.
Sing it, girl.
But no, I like I like Dirty Computer. In my opinion, I would have to say, which one is it? Don't Judge Me.
Yeah.
Because it's good towards the end, but when it starts, I'm like, okay. But by the end of the song, I'm like, all right, cool. But
nah, yeah, I'm gonna go with Don't Judge Me either.
I didn't like the
Don't
first
Judge
song.
Me either.
It didn't get me hyped for the album.
I think because I like that had me on such a high that when Don't Judge Me came on, it's like.
Also, okay. Some of these features now, I ain't know, like I don't hear these people in half of the features. I ain't hear Zoe Kravitz in the feature. I don't know.
Williams
I don't know who
got
Brian Wilson is.
You heard Pharrell Williams though.
No, yeah, I heard Pharrell. I heard Pharrell. So
Grimes is Elon Musk baby mama.
Really? I gotta listen to it.
She's a white
They weren't
woman.
very distinguishable.
All just sounded like her.
I just really thought Pharrell Williams was the only feature, to be honest.
Right.
It all just sounded like her. Maybe Zoe Kravitz is playing like a guitar or something.
The last time I was on here, Pharrell, oh my goodness, was the best feature.
Oh, for the Everything Is Love,
right?
Yeah, that was my favorite feature on that joint too.
Wasn't he the only feature on that album?
Nah, he might have.
Maybe
he might have.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I thought it was totally someone else.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Shout out Pharrell.
Pharrell got that.
Favorite beat. We added favorite beat.
When did we add? We gotta write this down.
We literally did it last week and you wasn't ready.
We gotta write this down.
Beat, as in like the song with the best beat.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's easy. Django Jane. I like that beat. But,
I'm gonna go with
Oh Me,
Screwed.
Oh Me, Oh My was the best song.
I'm gonna go with Screwed. I don't know. I actually liked the feeling of Screwed. It's not like something I'm typically like.
She talks about sexual freedom in that
Yeah.
song.
Yes,
I have that in my notes.
That was probably my second favorite song.
I like that song.
Anywhere you want to have sex at, like.
Didn't expect that one to come out.
I was not expecting that.
Is there like a not normal place where you like you would like to have sex?
I had sex. Like where I've had sex?
No. I don't want to know where you've had sex. Just say where's a place where
just know I did it on the St. A's A on the football field.
You did tell me that.
That's my
Look, he's so happy. Look at that.
That's my greatest accomplishment.
Oh, good for you.
And I'm not gonna say that on the podcast. I'll tell you off air. But that's one they can't tell. We might get in trouble for that one. Nah, I think the top ones has all been done.
That's what's up.
The best one I'll tell you off air.
That's what's up.
It's disrespectful. I gotta tell you off air. But
did you plan on answering that question?
Yeah, what about you, Tyler?
I'd like to do it on the big wheel, like in Insecure.
That's so scary. Maybe
like
an airplane.
I would like to be at the top.
Safer.
I'd like to be at the top. The joke gets stuck.
I feel like I can't do that because he would be imagining I'm Issa.
No.
Everybody everybody knows. Everyone who listens to the podcast knows.
That's not even it. That's not it, bro. That's not it.
That's because it's true.
Nope.
Wow.
Not
You
even.
only want it because you saw Issa doing it.
I saw on the shot like that's crazy.
That makes sense. It's
Right?
okay.
That's
Tyler.
crazy though.
It makes sense.
I used to think about a beach, but I'm like, that sand be everywhere. I can't
What you
fade.
call it on a beach? That sounds painful.
You have to lay down like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine sand getting in between. That
plastic
just sounds
food.
painful.
Mm.
Ugh.
Mm.
Yeah. Kind of bad.
All right. Shout out to Scrooge.
The big three.
Big 3. Wow.
Oh, shoot.
Wow. I forgot about the big 3, man. That's tough.
We can put. I got it. I got
Kendrick on Django Jane.
I was gonna put Cole on Django Jane.
Interesting. I like. I'm gonna go with Kendrick.
I see Kendrick on Pink.
Ooh.
If these walls could talk.
Wow.
Mixed with
He
Pink.
does. Yeah. He could talk about some coochie.
Okay.
Okay.
Personally, I know it doesn't make sense, but I want to see Drake on. I like that because that's my favorite song.
I was thinking the same thing, though, bro.
No. I just imagine him doing the oh me, my.
I was first of all the way he's singing.
Oh me,
my. Talk about, but now I play the song.
Oh me. Yeah, he says it kind of fast.
Yeah, he says it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
But it's
what the
okay.
fuck?
He put his flavor on it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Put Cole on Crazy Classic Life.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think he
I
would
like
sound
that.
good on that. All right.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where I would put these people. I don't know those two.
You had a good suggestion, so it's okay.
Yeah,
you did. You did.
I think that did it for the round.
Oh, speaking of Cole, real quick, what'd you think of the documentary, bro?
It was dope. It was very motivational. It made me go on DaVinci Resolve and look up YouTube videos and start learning how to do some more shit.
Very motivational.
Yeah,
we can.
I'm telling you, I learned how to do some shit, bro. I learned how to do some shit, like some 3D letters and shit on the videos.
Comfort is the enemy.
Yeah,
it's like you have to continue to push yourself and put yourself in uncomfortable situations. And when you do that, you realize how powerful you are. You realize what you can go through, and it just continues to push you forward. But the day you just stick with being comfortable, you won't go anywhere.
All I'm saying is give me a couple more weeks, and the captions I'm gonna put in these videos is gonna rival Alex Media when he did that video with the words "I got the meat." Boom. I could do that.
Okay.
Chump change. Just give me a couple weeks. Got practice.
About that, Doc?
Yeah, I thought it was very inspirational and kind of like, I mean, he talked a lot about being comfortable, and I can't think of the other word I was going to say. But when you were talking your piece, it reminded me of like a phrase that I always heard growing up and playing basketball, like be comfortable being uncomfortable. That's what you're always doing.
I should
that ain't getting on the schedule. I gotta do better.
I just think what you call it, he just like him talking makes you really think about not being complacent as well.
Man, for real.
Man, I feel like it was great to hear him come to this recognition, like grinding hard doesn't mean you're in it for 12 hours straight. Like,
yeah,
put yourself on a schedule. You'll get more things done. Like when you realize, okay, it's possible to like, because I think that's something Tyler and I have been talking about is it possible to be the greatest? Like I think y'all talk about like Rod Wave or something, like if and still have like a relationship or a family. And I feel like J. Cole kind of answered that question. Like, it's possible. You just got to put yourself on the schedule. And when when you schedule yourself to be in the grind, put it in. That's it.
Just know next week's gonna be our greatest episode.
I'm very much ready.
I'm prepared.
I've been this interlude. First of all, this interlude. Every time I listen to it,
I don't listen. I'm not listening to it.
Oh, you're
I
not
listened-
gonna listen to it.
I listened to it once, and I was like, okay, I can't listen to this right now.
No,
Look-
the interlude was bomb. I had to text
Yeah.
Tyler like, I space in space, like the way he put
she
it.
literally wrote it like, "Look,
It's
bro."
just, it's just so funny because Sam be texting the group chat, and I'm the only one awake, and I'd be like, he literally sent it, and I was already watching it. I was like, ah! I was already listening to it. I was like, ah!
Bro, Cole know how to market, boy. I'm just so
Yeah.
hyped. Hey, look, bro, things either go up or it can go down.
Yep.
Either way, I'm prepared.
Mm,
You feel me?
yes. He's so excited for the fall off. He's
I'm
so
so
excited for
hyped.
the fall off.
All right, man. Drew, thank you for coming on.
Yes, thank you.
You're
It is
very welcome.
always a pleasure to have you on.
Do you have any
Ah.
final words for the episode?
Yes, thank y'all for inviting me on, especially to talk about Janelle Monae, who is very big in film in the future. In her words, just want to say I enjoy the show. I listen every week.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I know.
Sound like a real fan. I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna happen before it happens. But no, it's nice to be on. It's always nice talking to you, Jay. And yeah, thank y'all.
Appreciate you, Drew. I like you more than Tyler, so this is always a pleasure.
Oh, I just want to say, I told Tyler that the more I listen to the podcast, the more I hear your Boston accent come out.
Oh man,
I'd be
I
like,
didn't even know I
wow.
had one.
Yeah. I never used to hear it, but I feel like the more I hear the podcast, I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I be noticing it sometimes too. I'm like, damn, I didn't think I had one.
No, it's there.
Oh man.
It's okay.
I guess black people do get it. I always thought black
It's
people
a
don't get
mild
Boston
version.
accent.
It's a black.
It's not
Boston
as
accent.
Like
dramatic or
Yeah.
drastic.
Yeah.
I know I'm not officially from Boston, but I always say I'm from Bobby Brown,
Boston. You
not
just did it.
not Ben Affleck, Boston. Even though technically my family's from Ben Affleck, Boston, because it's Cambridge, but never mind.
What's your final words, Jay?
Thank you, Drew. It's a pleasure. Tyler, answer text messages more. And I'm just joking. Relax. And it's a great album. Dirty Computer. The title misled me when I first saw it when I was a couple years ago, but now I know what it means, and it's dope. Janelle Monae is one of my celebrity crushes. Don't tell Jada. And it's dope.
Word, man. Drew, my love. Nah, man, I appreciate you for supporting the podcast the way you do. You know, some people's significant others don't listen.
Maybe don't say that my woman. She don't listen to podcasts at all. It's not her thing.
But
she didn't even listen to her own one. So
but
it's okay.
I thank you for coming on. You know, thank you for giving us your perspective. I appreciate it. And Jay, once again, it's always a pleasure just to continue to do this thing. And shout out to the album, Dirty Computer. I'm not gonna sit and act like it's a favorite. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna run it back. You know, but it
You
is a
got J.
good
Cole to prepare for, so
fact.
makes sense.
It is a good album. It's a
Yeah.
good album. You know what I'm saying? It's good music. So
It's
I
one
just
I
wanna-
haven't looked at in a while. You feel me?
Yeah.
Facts. I was gonna say that, like, when Tyler asked me to come on and I started listening to it again, I was like, man, I really used to like this album. I mean,
Yeah.
not that, I still do, but it reminded me, like, it's a vibe.
That's a fact.
Sure is.
That's a
It's
fact.
very inspirational to me.
I can see that.
Speaking of inspiration, Jay, I see your beard is growing. It's inspiring me, sir.
Yeah, you know,
I see. I think you've been putting the throne on it.
I sure have.
That's what this episode is brought to you by. The
Yep,
Throne.
it's in the corner of the video. I leave it there. Sponsored by the Throne. Every
Luxury
episode,
beard brand.
You know,
The Throne. The Throne has amazing products for your facial hair / beard. You know what I'm saying? Beard oil, beard butter, and beard balm. Go check out their Black Night scent.
yeah, it smells nice.
That Black Night
It
scent
does.
is amazing.
I thought it was cologne.
My wife thought it was cologne, but it was the Throne.
You gotta rub it in. Make sure your face is nice and moist before you put it on.
Go
Get
to
it in the pores.
thethrone.online and use the discount code TNCP for 15% off your total purchase. That is thethrone.online. Use the discount code TNCP. Also, if you go to noclearancepod.com under sponsors, the Throne image will take you directly to their website as well. So, once again, to our listeners, man, go check out noclearancepod.com for the podcast and any other information you want to know, or also go to the website to subscribe to our email list. Follow us on all social media platforms. Drew, where can they follow you?
At Dreu Bear. Say not. That's DREUBEAR.
Yes. And if you slide to the DMs, I'll find you and slap you.
I typically don't look, so
She don't look anyway.
Yeah, she don't look.
Anyway,
make sure you leave that 5-star review before leave that
Facts.
review. Hit that notification bell. Like on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. All that good jazz. You feel me?
Facts. To our
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes. To our brothers. First, once again, to our listeners, man, thank you for listening. To our brothers out there, please make it home. All right. To my black women.
Sorry.
You want to say it?
No, go ahead.
To my black women especially, we love you. You know what I'm saying? And if you still don't think we know what we're talking about, we don't. But we talk with no clearance. All right? It's a No Clearance podcast. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.